Hi.
Good.
Hi.
How are
I
you?
actually know only Mahi and I know her, but others are all very new to me. But
Yeah.
thank you, Mahi, for giving me the opportunity to watch the series before everybody watched. And I really liked it.
Yeah, thank you.
But I was very damn scared, yeah.
Yeah.
Petrified, I should say. What violence is that?
Truth is always scary. You can't sugarcoat truth. So,
Okay. But I was not expecting this from you, like so many people were telling. And then this is what I feel. Mahi, who made films like Anand Brahma, who made Yatra, who made Save the Tigers. Today is like such violence, such sexual content, so much of violent drama. So is that needed? That's what everybody would ask you. So
yeah.
before everyone is asking you, I thought I would ask you first.
Yeah.
So why did you think that you should select this kind of a genre?
No, I've not done crime or action or anything yet. See, every time I picked something which I've not done before,
Okay.
and two, which I'm very alien to that. Like for example, if I picked Ananda Brahma, I don't watch horror. I hate horror. I don't like horror. I don't even consider horror a comedy at all. Eventually did it, and like the same thing. I mean, you pick and choose something which you're curious, two which is very alien, and three which is it is against to the core of my DNA. So this is something which is against my core DNA, which is violence or kind of a thing. But I wanted to see someone like me who is very empathetic, non-judgmental, very detached, to really interpret crime drama.
Okay.
So the reason, if you look at it, among all the bloodshed, you have the most human line there, which says what you call crime, they call survival. It again comes from my empathy towards crime or criminal. It's in no way kind of a justification, but at large society has to take responsibility, at least their share of responsibility, before criminals are victimized or crucified for their what it is. So for me, it's been a world which I have not lived before, and I have realized that if at all I ever want to really kill someone, I have all the creative capabilities
Okay.
and the methods to do it. Actually, that's my realization.
Various ways, methods with all weapons.
That's a realization.
I think
And
there's not a weapon that you haven't used.
in the most creative way which we can. I think. Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. But what is this, Rishi?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
are doing a film Rama Avataram, and then now you're like Ravana Avataram. Like every frame, smilingly you're killing people. Huh? What is that? I mean, I think you selected him for that only. I think he's smiling nicely, so that people only will empathize with him. They won't get angry on him.
Yeah, maybe I look unassuming.
That's what.
Yeah, ma'am. So what I would look at is primarily as an actor. For me, what matters mostly is I would not look at it as, say, a violent genre or bold genre or something like that. For me, what I got attracted mostly to the script was the purpose of the character, and if in case it was not Bali and anybody else in his shoes, and if they were put in such similar circumstances, I think their reaction to that scene would still be the same way as what Bali would do. So I think it's a human psychology, right? At the end of the day, I would not pick up a genre just because it's being violent or it's showing action or something like that. For me, the purpose of that action matters a lot. Why Bali becomes violent is very beautifully expressed in the story. He is not born violent or anything like that. There's a strong justification as to how the backstory happens, and people can also empathize with the way his childhood is developed and the kind of situations that he faces and sees his mother going through, whatever his father does to him, etc. And uh, when he has to take care of his family, and the family is everything to him. So whatever best he could do to protect them, to save them, he does that. So in his mind, he's doing the right thing. And probably, I think when people watch it, I do feel that they empathize with him. And I don't think people would say that, okay, what he did was wrong. We are not saying that what Bali did is right or wrong. We are not saying that he's justified his right. He might be wrong. In terms of law, in terms of moral grounds, he might be wrong. But on a humanitarian level, when you look at it from his perspective, he's absolutely right, according to him. So for me as an actor, I'll have to see if I get convinced with the purpose, then I'm all in for it. With the cause of the character, with the cause of the story, and also, yeah, the trailer is cut to excite the audience, to give them a picture which is slightly unusual, and show them certain exciting elements. But what Shaitan stands for me is it's also a reflection of the society, right? Whatever happens in Shaitan is also inspired from our real life stories. Though it's not in a real story or anything, it's inspired from that. So I think that's where I think it's part of the society that we live in. We cannot run away from it.
Right, absolutely.
We're just mirroring that somewhere.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But still, I mean, I'm not revealing the story as such, but
Yeah.
I would like to tell here that this woman, she is the mother of the three of you, and you are the mother. Why did you even think that she is the mother? And that too, look at her.
We should have put on makeup, I think. So at least to.
She's a mother of a tall son, a short son, and this beautiful daughter.
Married DNAs, you know, chromosomes are so different.
Yeah.
No, but one thing, when you were actually playing that role, or when you were chosen for that role, did you think that it is a justified thing? I mean, did you ever come across women like you, or I mean, not in that kind of a situation, but women who've been single women who either lost their husbands or they divorced, or do such women face such kind of situations in the society?
There is a particular section of single mother or single women who are very fragile. There are. So Savitri comes under that genre of women. And yes, of course, she's helpless in so many ways. But then she has regained her, inner strength to protect her kids. That's a priority. That priority, even when the police officer was keeping her as a keep, still her priority is her kids. And the police officer was killed because she didn't want her daughter to go through what she went through.